My book is called What Do I Do With My Hands? A Guide to Acting for the Singer. And it came out of a lot of years of doing workshops where the first question I was asked was, what do I do with my hands when I sing? And so I decided to put the acting technique for the actor and the singer together. So often, even in college programs, students will take an acting class and they'll take a singing class, but the two art forms need to be studied in a holistic way as its own individual art form. So that's what I decided to do with this book, is put the two principles together in a way that will make sense, especially for the singer, and that understands the confinements and the special needs of a singer. So hence the book. Finally, at one point, I decided that rather than simply doing music, it was much more satisfying and more creative for me to combine the two. So I come at acting by way of a music career, but many years ago decided to study, and I'm glad I studied it that way, because then I went to every class I could find, studied with a variety of teachers, and I think in the long run it made me a better teacher of acting because of that. One of the tricky things about teaching acting is putting it in buckets so you can understand principles, but then understanding that it's a fabric. You can't isolate a hand or isolate a look or a thought or a musical note. That we are one person that must express all of this in a natural way. But what I do with the book is I divide it into two parts. There's a section on imagery. Basically, to whom are you singing or speaking to? Where are you? What are your inner thoughts? What is it you hope for the future or remember from the past? And I talk about integrating those things, and I call that the wine. The bottle is the second part of the book, which is about the form. Feeling has form. So I talk about things like progression and transition, where you start with a monologue or a song, where it goes, where you end up. Those aren't just arbitrary things that somebody handed down as the rules of acting, but we study how to move people, how to bring someone to tears or laughter, or to make them go away from a performance rethinking their lives. It's really a very noble thing. And this fabric and all of these techniques that come together are really a study in human nature, human feeling, and how we express that. And sometimes as the artists, we get to express what other people wish they could, but if we can do it in performance, 50 rows back, you can change the molecules, Glenn Close says, and someone you've never seen or will see again has a tear rolling down their cheek, or is smiling or tapping their toe, and that's pretty powerful stuff.